His father's rule book, telling employees of Pratt Whitney what was expected of them in the 1930s.
When we first got married, I was looking for work. My dad says, why don't you try Pratt? So, I went to Pratt and got hired.
George Kroll says the book is symbolic of the good old days of his dad's company and his former company.
Back then, under the old management, treated employees decent, and I've seen times where we got real slow, but they would still hang on to people, hoping that the work would come in.
But George, who retired from Pratt in 2006, is worried this night. Pratt announced Tuesday it plans to lay off 163 people by March 12th, most of them at the Cheshire plant where his 3 sons are currently employed.
My oldest son, he first started there in 1988, and he got laid off a couple times. And like I say, he says, "Geez, Dad, how many times I got to get laid off? Don't I ever have is there no future here?" And I was hoping that all my sons would have a future there. Like I say, it would really impact them very hard on them if they got laid off.
The company says it needs to compensate for what it called the drop in business, primarily in commercial jet engine repair. In a letter to employees, company president David Hess says, quote, "I remain committed to making the responsible and sometimes difficult decisions necessary to support our global customers and to preserve and enhance long-term prospects of Pratt & Whitney and our employees."
Well, you're always hoping that your kid will have a better future than you had. But I think that dream across the whole America is dying.
But George doesn't buy it. He feels the good old days are gone. Business is always about the bottom line, but how many pink slips must be sacrificed in the name of profit?
I always tell them, hang tough. Hopefully we'll get through this.
In Cheshire, I'm Jamie Muro, News Channel 8.
A News Channel 8 exclusive now. A police chase in Hartford ends in a struggle with the suspect winding up in the hospital. It started along I-84 when a man took off in a car after police tried to stop him for an outstanding warrant. The chase